Look at this mess. Just letting it dry, and all my waves and curls are coming out, so if I don't do anything with it, it's just this crazy mop. So this is like my hair when I just let it go. But you know what? I don't care. I love it. It's crazy. But yeah, today I've got the camera on this side over here, so if I'm looking right here, it's because I'm reading your guys' chat. Oh, I hit the button. But anyway, so here I am up in my bunk. I'm actually sitting up, so I've got some space between me and the top. But hi, Sam. So last night we filmed with you guys. Oh my gosh, my hair. Look at this mess. Whatever, I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Look, if that is not 80s, 90s wave, I don't know what it is. This is insane. You guys, my hair is getting so long. So like this is since May. I shaved it completely, like to the how tall my, well, look at my roots. My roots are coming through. Checking on the dogs. But Sarah's taking a shower right now. I just finished taking a shower, so my hair is drying. I love the fact, this is how I know how healthy my hair is that it's almost dry. I played Uno Wild. Oh, fun. I nicked myself while shaving, because that's a thing now, because we bought razors, but normally we have the ones with the guards on it, and this time they didn't have any left at the store, so we just bought the regular, like, what is it? Is it a, what do they call it? It's 5 blades. That's the one we usually use, but it usually has the guard in it. And they didn't have any, so we bought the one without the guard, and I got myself all wild cards. Winnie Bear, no. Stay right back. She's trying to eat. So, no, ma'am. Literally, like, I just picked it up. Hold on. No, Winnie Bear. Leave it. I don't know why you do that. That's really, really gross, young ladies. No, ma'am. No. Cannot try to be crazy. One that's super unhealthy for you. Next thing you have to stop. You have to stop. No. Dinner. Nope. Oh, sorry guys, give me a second. I have to like, wow, oh my god, that's 4 big old steps to get up here. Sorry. Going to be crazy weather tomorrow. Oh wow. Hold on. Oh. Jeez. Okay. Anyway, I had to climb the gate because I don't like trying to unlatch it and open it, so I had to climb over the gate, which is really tall compared to me. I'm 5 foot, so it's like really tall. I have something else funny to tell you guys. But anyway, today was a great day because this big old baby, it's all registered in my name now. She's registered for the next 5 years, so she's good till 2027. And then tomorrow we get our insurance papers in so I can get those picked up, because we got her all insured. I wanted full coverage on her, so they had to do like a walk around, check everything, and she's in like peak condition. So I thought that was really cool to learn, because I just was like, there's certain things like, one, the CB system on here, that was installed by the previous owner. Well, I shouldn't say that. The owner before my pops purchased it. And they installed it because, of course, they did a lot of boondocking, so CB comes in handy when that's going on. Excuse me. But, gotta watch her. But, it is really handy. And so I talked to him, and he was just like, it's not necessary on the RV, but if you plan on doing any boondocking and there's no cellular service around, you're gonna want the CB, because it picks up other CB antennas, and you can communicate if you happen to get stranded or you're stuck or you can't get the RV out or you're having an issue with your RV. That CB comes seriously in handy. And I was like, okay, so where he chewed the wire in half, I can get to and rewire and put the twisties on. However, I need to find a method to secure it so that he can't get to it. Does that make sense? So I'm gonna have to find a different method of covering it so that he can't pull it loose from the wall where it's stapled to. I'm not exactly sure how we're gonna do that yet. Are you all done, baby? Okay, I'm gonna go shut the gas off. Hi, Jeff. My hair looks great. My hair is crazy. I'll be right back. I gotta go shut the gas off to the RV, so give me 1 second. Oh. Oh, God, those stairs. Back off. Shoes. Back off. They keep looking at me like, oh, why are we still out here? I'm pretty sure, Tonks, you don't want to just lay in here on the bed all day. Well, maybe he does. Maybe he does. But, anywho, we conserve the gas, so we don't want to... You going, get a workout? Going up and down? Yeah, I know. I don't know how you... Yeah. So, I don't mind it. Like, it's quite a ways up here. I'll show you guys in a minute once. Sarah, like if you want to pull that door shut, I'll show them this. No, I'm saying like, oh, you need the space. Did water get all on the floor again? Yeah, because it came out of the shower. It does it whenever we shower. We're gonna have to get a new seal on the bottom of the shower door, or get that carpet right up against it so it doesn't like up this way. Because that's the side over here that's like that it gets out of. So, Doug, oh I know, Sarah got a shot today, and I feel bad because it was definitely necessary. So it's, if you guys are wondering, it's the Tdap shot, which is like for whooping cough and tetanus and stuff. So it's really good for her to get after 28 weeks. He recommends after 28 weeks getting it and before 32, so that the baby gets all that vaccination. And then does not have to have the vaccine 2 weeks after birth. And that's really important because you don't want your baby getting whooping cough. I did not know that, and Sarah did not get vaccinated until 2 weeks old for her Tdap, and she caught whooping cough. So, hi Shania. That's a workout, climbing these stairs. Once Sarah's done, like, getting dried off stuff, why did you move to a smaller house? We're not in a smaller house. We moved into an RV. We are in it's actually a really big Class C RV. I'll show you guys in just a second. But this is our like cabinetry for like all baking goods, cups and stuff. And then down below the refrigerator is like our dishes. And then this side over here, but I'll show you guys once Sarah's like all dressed and whatnot. No, that's fine. I'll show you guys like, because when I was showing us yesterday, it's 50 tonight and tomorrow's supposed to be, nope, thank you. I think tonight here it's supposed to get to like, sorry, that noise you guys are hearing, the clacking noise, that is the fan cooling off the system down there from when we had the gas going. Apple Music doesn't support that. Really? I don't know what she's talking about. Apple Music doesn't support what? I didn't ask for anything Apple. But, yeah. Not looking forward to it. Yeah, I wouldn't be looking forward to it either. But anywho, let me show you guys. I hit the thing again. So, oh my gosh, hold on. So up in my bunk, so I've got my, I keep forgetting that that's where the thing is. So there's my shoes and my water bottle. The TV's right there, but I'm using the computer. But right now I've got a thing that we're gonna put up here that's gonna set here for my laundry, because I got my laundry. And then you've got my bed and stuff over that way. But up here, We've got the cabinets. I've got the extra DVDs and stuff like that. Then we've got, don't mind me, I'm just like hanging off the thing. You got this. Yeah, I know, they just went to the bathroom. We got the couch, this, the kitchen, and then the back bedroom back there. Howie, you okay? And then the doggos are actually outside right now in the closed-in yard. But that's the bedroom back there. Anywho, yeah, it's really nice. Shanae, yeah, we're not the RV, we are in a whole new one. So this one is a much newer model, Barbara. So I sold her, she was a 1977 Oscar. This is a I thought it was a 96, I was wrong. In 93, Jamboree Rally. She's 29 feet, and she's just sitting there looking over this way like, she's mad at me because I caught her, busted her getting into the, like she went to the bathroom and then started trying to eat it again. Twice, she did twice. So I caught her the first time and then I caught her a second time. But anywho, so today went and got all the registration done. So she is fully registered under my name. We got my title set up, and then I will get that in about 3 weeks, and the new plate, because somebody ripped our plate off the back of this. When a wire that holds like your license plate light is gone. Oh, I hate those. Yeah, I'll do that in a minute for you, because I'm gonna have you lay down, that way I don't make you pass out. That's all done, and then tomorrow I go pick up the paperwork. Yeah, we moved out of my grandpa's house. There's just too much work that needs to be done on that house. And we were having issues with like the ventilation and stuff like that. But also because I live, so where I work, the prices are outrageous. And we want to travel. Like, that's something Sarah and I have been talking about. Like, Sarah was the one that was like, Mom, can we just get another RV? I miss being in an RV. I miss traveling. I miss just getting up and doing what we wanted, which was great. Like, when we got to like move and do stuff, this thing, however, is completely done. The only thing is, like, I hate is like these flower, like this stuff, but this is the way it came. So these aren't the prettiest, and at some point we are probably going to remove them. I always hit my head on this thing. Whenever I'm like over here getting into like my laundry and stuff, I smack my forehead on this. And valances like take up, like they just make the space feel smaller, so when you take them out, it just feels even bigger. Even though they're only sticking out of the wall about that far, that's a lot of space difference. The valances are these nice rods, so you don't have to, the rods won't come off. They're attached to the wall. The valances are just held in with a couple of screws. Take the valances out and you kind of patch up the wall a little bit, and you're good to go. Like, the roofing in here is all finished. Oh, that's cute, actually. That's really cute on you. So that's a really good thing. So this thing is completely done inside. She's got solar paneling. So all of our batteries get solar powered and charged while, like, once we park it and we're not using it, which isn't going to be for a long time. But if we store it or park this, it will completely keep our battery. That's really cool. I don't need a pillow in the way, but I am sitting like in one whole section of my bed. Like, if I lay back here, my feet don't even come close to where I'm sitting at right now, because this thing is so big. Like, it's so big for me anyway, I should say, because like a 6 foot tall person, this would be considered decent. It would be nice because they could fit up here completely comfortable. If I'm correct from what I've measured, this thing is 8 feet. Is it 8 feet or 10? Like, I think it's 8 feet, because I know that when I lay down, my feet come to right where I'm sitting, and then there's like another 3 feet. So it's about 8 feet wide, but it's 29 feet long, from this end here to the back. And so it's big. But we did get the plates, or I should say, got the temporary tags and plates today. that's on the back, and then my actual plate will be here in 3 weeks. We won't be up here by then. We're gonna be moved down the mountain, and then I'll come back up here and pick up the plates from the mailbox when they get here.
Hey, the sun is shining, the tank is clean, we are getting
Got
out
it.
of here.
The tank is clean. We've been doing that. She's been doing that Nemo thing. It's so funny. She's doing good. She's right here playing around with Nemo. She's checking out like Nemo memes. But this is cool too. This right here, I'll show you. It's this right here turns and opens it, and then there's a knob right here that turns a fan on. There's a fan right here that pulls the hot air out. You want fried ramen? Okay. I have to look in the ramen. I have to look in the ramen drawer. Hold on. I just turned the gas off. That's okay. You can use the small burner. Yeah. Okay. You want it with what flavor do you want? We have. I don't know if I have any more of the other stuff. There's pork and there's beef. See if I can find one. Oh, there is a soy ones up here. There's 2 soy ones up here. Let's see if I can find a pork one because I have all the noodles in there. I know. I'm like trying not to. Can you just set these down there before I end up breaking them? Oh, don't break them anyway. Well, I didn't want them to like squish break kind of thing. Where is the pork? Or the where's the pork one? It's on this side. Ah! Can I please get to it? Thanks, thing. Move that out of the way. There it is. Ew. Okay, hold on. Oh, don't want to fall off. But I have one of these. These are really delicious. Huh? That's how you cook it, is you fry it. But it's super spicy.
All I know is I took one noodle.
I'm not gonna fall off. I'm actually sitting like, I have my legs right here. I love how Grandma reacted to my hands today. That woman has known me my whole life.
She's so high.
Yeah, I call her my mama Ruth, and she is like the best grandma to my kids. Like, she's not biologically linked to us in any way, but she's been the one that's been a part of our life since Taylor was newborn. And she was the one that held Sarah up and was there during Sarah's church dedication and stuff as a newborn and whatnot. And we were talking today, and I was showing her like how I do the crochet things, and she stops me mid-sentence. She goes, "Oh my God, I did not know you had the tiniest hands." And she was giggling about how, like, you guys can't tell because this is on camera, but I have the tiniest hands, okay? Like, seriously, I have itty bitty hands. Like a Gatorade bottle, Gatorade bottles are huge in comparison to like my little bitty hand. Most people can like hold these things in their fingers, can like wrap around. I can't. I can do it with 2 hands. Did you get it? Oh, good. Finally, yeah, that was the one that was super, super dark red. Ooh, look. She wants me to cook her a fried ramen. So, hold on. And pull these guys down. I don't know if this is going to let me flip the camera or not. Oh, that got hot. I'm sitting up there. Hold on, I gotta get down. I know, right? Woo! Almost tilted backwards. Okay. And then the ceiling's up there. You guys, I can't reach it. I can't reach it. You can see my cheeks and my boobs. I can't reach the ceiling. So like the lights, I can't reach the lights. I have to go on the ladder to get the lights. Let's see here. Will it let me flip this way? No. Orientation is locked while we do this. Okay. Hold on. I gotta sit you guys. Down. Let's move that out of the way. Okay. Mix through this. Hold on, because I have you guys like on a certain orientation, and it won't let me set you guys down with the other orientations. So I know, right? Let me get the Febreze. Not the Febreze, but the air. So bad. Right? Holy cow, buddy. Bury your stuff though. He never wants to bury it. It's really gross.
It just
Okay.
makes it worse.
Let me use this last bit of hot water. Oh yeah, that gives us some more hot water real quick. Okay. Okay. Get that boiling. And then, oh, you want to hand me the packet? Okay. I'm going to fry her some ramen. If you guys have never had fried ramen, you should do it. It's really good. Let's see here. Get a fork, because we're going to use a fork to fry it. Okay. I need to go and get them to measure this and do a custom cutout so I can have a countertop to work with. Because right now I don't have a countertop. And that's because this is not the original sink that was in here. I'll show you. The original sink, can I even find that? I don't even know if I can get that piece out of there. Weird thing. The original piece was this. So they cut out a whole new countertop. So this used to fit, like, whatever sink was here previously, this would have fit in, but it does not fit on this one. And so it, like, I guess they used it like this, Sarah. Look, I guess you can put this like here. I even probably put it on this side of here and use this spot a little better so that I can still have this side for rinsing things. But I'll show you the difference in size, guys. Look. So this is the sink we have now. It's a big double sink. To have either side like this, and then, or I should say like this, because this would have covered one water handle thing and then the other one would have covered the other. But because this will have to go right here whenever we're like counter spacing, so I can use this for cutting things and whatnot. But so yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is just think over, like, yeah, we'll just use this side to make as the cutting side so I can still rinse things off. Maybe we can even set it this way so that I can actually have that cut out. But yeah. So I'm making her soup so I can actually put this stuff away. I'm gonna need to get, once we get the refrigerator, like the freezer, like get all that extra food and stuff cleaned up and like whatnot that we don't need in there, because we have, well, we're gonna eat it of course, but we gotta get a lot of that out of there so that we can put our ice trays in the freezer, which would be really nice to put our ice trays in the freezer. Because then we can have ice water and stuff, which is way better than not having ice water. Ah! Come back here. Okay, so spoons in the spoon spot. Forks in the fork spot. Okay. Sit still, Sarah. I'm coming around with knives. Knives and a cutting block. And then I need to get the Keurig out of here because we're not going to keep it in here. There's no point in having it in here. Butter knife in the butter knife spot. That in there. And that. And, oh, my little mixie bowl. Mixie bowl. Cool beans. So now that that is out of here. Okay. I need to throw this away. This doesn't need to be in there because, oh my gosh, that still stinks. That was the brand new filter that does not work. Oops, I just tore that. I think I tore it. So. Okay, cool beans. Look at that, Sarah. Now we have a counter spot. So I can actually use that for when we're doing stuff. So there we go. Voila. That feels good to do that. Oh, that's neat. Is that for like at the beach and stuff? Oh my God, we're gonna have to take that for the lake. Put that in the cart. Sorry, we're ordering Amazon stuff. We need that for him. Because in like this summer, he'll be big enough to go in there. Like he's gonna be here in April, and by July and August, He's gonna be like 4 months old. And he'll be able to go and stuff like that. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm gonna bother you again. Trash can. We may have to tie that one up and put a new bag in. Let me I made way too much trash today. Okay, here's a baggie. Okay. So, my hair, look at this. Look at this crazy mop of mine. Okay. Time to roll you. I'm not putting on the fan. The fan on this thing is obnoxious. So we turned off the gas, so now I can't turn on the stove. So we're using a little one burner, which, by the way, you guys, is genius when you're in an RV and you're plugged into electricity. Use your electricity if you can. We only use the gas when we're gonna take showers and when I'm gonna wash dishes. So I'll go turn on the gas, or when I'm gonna cook like a full dinner. It looks better than yours. It's crazy. Like, look at this, you guys. And then I'm gonna show you guys the crazy part. You ready? Look at this. This is my hair, and if you guys can see all this, my hair is naturally curly, and a lot of people don't realize that I have, like, this part's still really short, so it's just starting to get its like weird curls that happen in it. So like it starts to like do this weird thing as it starts to get longer. So you have hat and hairnet hair, yeah, especially if you've been working. But we'll scoop all this out of there in a minute and put it in a bowl so I can. What?
There's a wagon to put all the stuff in.
Well, we can always put the wagon in the back. Like, no, we have the storage compartment. Remember? The massive storage. Literally, I need to climb in there because Sarah's going to have to be outside to help me out. But the storage compartment's big enough for me to climb in. So I need to climb in there and pull all that stuff out.
Space for us to carry all of
Yeah, and I'm going to climb under there. I'm going to put all of our camping gear under there. All the camping gear is going to go to this side over here. Because we don't need it unless we, like, if we need to access it, we just open the awning up. Because the awning has to drop forward for me to access that door. Once we drop the awning forward, then I can get in there to get the camping gear. We don't need the camping gear right now, but I'd like to keep it on us. So we'll put all the camping gear to that side. But the storage unit under there is huge. Right now I have all of my camera equipment under there. I have all of my, like, my kids' photographs, my big photo file. Anj, how are you? How are you? Oh my goodness, I haven't seen a lot of you guys in here in a while. How are you guys doing anyway? And you know what I want? I want ice cream. I've already eaten, you guys, so if you guys are wondering, I've already eaten. Sarah wanted fried ramen, so I want some ice cream. I think I can have ice cream. You're ready for bed? I'm gonna eat. Where's that one at?
I'm ready to see
Biscuits
my
and jam.
food.
Yeah, we've got all this stuff in the freezer. So I got biscuits and jam ice cream. It was a new thing, so I was like, I'm gonna try this. It's actually really good. The biscuits, though, I could probably do without in it, because I thought, like, it says that it is supposed to be like Southern style biscuits, but it's literally like cookies, but it tastes like a biscuit, like an actual biscuit. Why? I know. So I'm going to now take, here, let's do it this way. I know, right? I'm going to get all the noodles out of this water because we need them out. This is the fun part. It'll go off once it's all cooled down. It just has to cool off. Right? That's what that little net is for. Oh gosh, get it all out. Okay. Gotta do that. Okay. Need the butter. butter. Holy moly. Okay. I hate the smell of margarine. But then again, I also hate the smell of foreign butter too. So, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. That had speckles of ice water on it. Oh my god, come off. I got butter all over the packet. Here you go. Don't grab the butter part. Grab that part and throw it away. By the way, Tonks did something today that made him not such a good boy. We went to Sarah's appointment and when we got back, Tonks had decided to tear the trash can apart. That dog in his entire life has never torn up a trash can. And he tore the trash apart while we were gone. That's the first time he's ever done that, but I think it was because I cleaned up and I had put a thing of the tuna in there, because we don't have a garbage disposal because of course this is an RV. So there's no garbage disposal. So everything has to, if there's anything that's like remnants in a pan that you cooked or whatnot, it has to go into a trash can. So in our sink, we have these things. So we have these things in our sink because it catches anything that you're washing. And it makes sure that there's no food and stuff that goes into your gray water tank. Huh?
We're also making spatulas to put Lipo cream and rash cream on your baby's
By the way, I'm frying up her ramen.
To a
like-
spray cream.
No, why are people doing that? Just put Vaseline on his booty. Like,
To spray it on your child's butt. It says no rub, so you don't have to touch it.
people are
It's your
so...
baby's butt. It came out of you.
Like, you grew it for 9 months. Get in there, make sure you put stuff on there correctly. Make sure it's everywhere that it's supposed to be. And a spray isn't going to get it in the cracks and crevices, especially if you have a little girl. But with little boys, you got to kind of move things to the side, move things so that you get everywhere so they don't get rashes in the creases. So it's just...
Gen Z people that are like, I don't want to touch my baby.
Yeah, I don't want to touch right there. Like, just put the cream on because that's what you're supposed to do. Make sure that your baby's protected from stuff, protected from rashes, from having moisture all over their bodies like that.
To make sure that they're not going to get a diaper rash, so maybe you can have a kid.
Right? Give me a couple minutes. I gotta fry this. Oh, this smells so good. So some nice fried ramen. You guys have never had this, you're missing out. This is one of Sarah's favorite things that I make for her. What happened? What?
It's got a mini Venus. It's a razor.
Oh my god, those are tiny.
It's mom sized.
You're so mean. Here. Well, it's hot, be careful.
I'm not even kidding, it's mom size.
Give me a second, guys, I gotta wash the pan.
Look how tiny this next little bottle of shampoo.
Oh god, that water is still boiling hot.
It's mom size.
That is really cute though.
Oh my god.
If the refills weren't so freaking much, yeah, see, I would cut myself. Yeah, I need to have a full handle on that stuff. Okay, that is scalding hot still. Woo!
Oh my god.
The gas has been off for a hot minute. Thing roulette.
That was funny. Well, freaking beach essentials and that pops up.
Mm-hmm.
I need to shave my legs, my mini razor.
Right. Okay, now that's got to cool off. Please don't touch this over here or accidentally put your elbow against it. She's like, never mind.
I was gonna ask why is it $500 and then realizing that it's a really, really big wagon with a bunch of other stuff hooked to it and shit.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, one of those big ones. Okay, so now I can turn that off so I can rinse this. Excuse you. Oh, there goes the water bottle. Put it over here. Oh my god. The cold water is like ice cubes. That way everything's cleaned up. Wow. Yeah. I want one more bite. strawberry tastes so good.
What are you doing? Weenie.
I'll bring them in 1 second.
Winnie.
What are you guys doing?
Walk over here looking so dumb.
She's always do something.
They both walked over here like in slow motion, like,
1 second, guys. I'm gonna go get the doggos.
You guys ready?
Come on in. Emma, good girl.
Oh, toads.
Careful, Bubby. Oh, wait.
Let's go into it. Ooh. You think you not to pop off, ma'am?
Oh, my God. Oh, baby. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. She's so funny. She's like, what? What are we doing? What are we doing now? All right. That's down. All right, hold on. We're going back up. Hood light off. So yeah, this, guys, I didn't show you guys this, but this area is like the whole big bedroom. I'm just gonna show, I'm not even turning the light on, but like this up here is where we're gonna mount the TV. Then we got baby's closet, the big overhead thing, Sarah's closet. Oh my gosh, Sarah, we're dumb. You know, we're sitting there going, we don't have space. You have an entire set of cupboards at the top
Mom,
that we forgot to put stuff in.
no, that stuff is on that side.
Yeah, but nothing else. We don't have anything.
Stuff is on that side of my Xbox is on this side.
I know, but the Xbox and stuff is going to go up above where the TV is. So we have an entire set of cabinets up there that we can get stuff up there. I totally forgot about that. Totally forgot.
I know that they're there because that stuff is in there. So it's open.
Yeah, no, I know that, but that takes up a very small amount of space. I forgot.
I know, but you said that you're forgetting, but I never forgot that they were there.
No, I didn't forget that they were there. I forgot that we had that space to put stuff in.
No, I know, but I didn't forget that we had that space to put stuff in because Oakland
Yeah, I was like,
stuff.
things that we have that were sitting out, and I was like, we really need to get an extra spot. No, we don't. We got all that stuff. We can put like his things that we're gonna decorate in here with, went for his coming home. We're gonna decorate the bed area. Well, there. Oh, it's up here. So, let's see what you gotta do. Oh, I hit the button again. Are you? Are you an old geezer? Are you old geezer, Sarah? Okay. Sarah's old geezer. And then I have my drink. I should not be drinking this right now, but I know I'll get nice and sleepy here when I have a crash. This thing is so full. I may have to put it in the fridge because I don't know if I'm going to finish it. I have chips and guac left. That guac's not all that great. Like I don't know, the tomatoes in it tasted funny. The rest of it tastes fine, but the tomatoes in it tasted weird.
Oh, stop saying stuff.
He smells the food. But anywho, so I have everything out. Like the only things I have left that we really need to find a good spot for is the dog food and the cat food. So I got to figure that out. I think the best bet for it after we get everything finished and situated, because right now the baby's car seat is going to get mounted up inside in the car. Excuse me. Ew. But it's going to get sat in the car, so it won't be in the RV. It'll be in the car. Now, the only time, like while we're towing the car and stuff, it'll be in there. The baby's not here yet. Once he's here, then he will be mounted in the front seat. However, we did find out that this back here, the passenger, like this, because these are the only ones that have seatbelts. So the seat that Sarah's sitting in that faces forward is the only one that has car seat certified mounts. Now you can't use these ones to the side because car seats can't be mounted sideways, but the ones where Sarah is sitting right now, the baby's car seat can go there, which will allow Sarah to sit right next to baby in that car seat, or in that car seat. You're gonna go in the car seat, Sarah. It'll allow Sarah to sit right next to him while we travel. You take the table and you pull the table forward. You can take, the screen. You can also choose to dismount the table, which is probably for me the safer bet. I don't like the thought of having the table mounted there. So I'll probably dismount the table and lay it on the bed in the back so that it is completely out of the way while we're traveling. And this way the baby's car seat will be rear facing and he'll be secured. And then this way Sarah can be right next to him and be able to get in and out of the seat easily when it's time to like take him out and feed him. We will not travel while feeding him, just so people are aware. We will stop whenever baby needs to eat, because yes, it's a motorhome, but you still need to be buckled in when it's in motion, guys. Like, we see it all the time out here. People will be in their motorhomes traveling through here. You'll see all the snowbirds, and the driver will be driving, and you will see somebody walking around in the RV, like doing dishes. The one lady was doing, like, folding laundry while in the RV, while driving down the Interstate 40, like the I-40 that goes. They were in one of those, like, really fancy, what is it? Like, it's one of those mini campgrounds, but it's made by Mercedes. They're like, those things are like $60,000 camper van things. They have everything in them. They have they have a bathroom, they have a bed in the back, they have a kitchen with a little round sink, like everything you need for, like, just if you're just a little couple. Yeah, theirs clearly had like a washer dryer combo thing. She was in there just folding the laundry, pulling it out of something down off the bottom. So I'm guessing it was out of like a little dryer. But those things are super fancy. The Mercedes-Benz ones are super fancy inside, and they're super expensive. They look like they're gonna tip over every time they take a turn. They like scare me because they're so like skinny and tall, and then they kind of have this whoop at the top. It's creepy. But anyway, that's the headspace for you to walk around. This thing is a beast, size-wise. Our old RV, if you guys remember when we were up here with Barbara, we were able to pull her all the way in to this RV space. This does not fit. Like, she is, like, there's like this much space between both sides of the RV. So on both sides of the RV, there's like a space. I can kind of squeeze to there. Like, I literally have to like suck it in to get through there. So there's no way we can't pull her fully forward, because then we wouldn't be able to open the door and be able to get in and out, because then we couldn't even walk next to it to get out the back. So we can't do that. And we couldn't pull it forward because it is so tall that we had to stop right at the air conditioning unit. So the air conditioning unit stops before the door, like way before the door. So the door and stuff is outside of the overhang. So the only thing covered right now is to the air conditioning. So my front cab and to the AC right here is covered underneath the RV parking. But it took our regular radio antenna and it's like made it lay over, because this thing is just that tall. If you remember in Barb, I could reach everything without a problem. I could stand on the ground and touch everything. Like, I could put my hand up like this in Barb if I got on my tiptoes. This, getting on my tiptoes, I can still barely, like with the tip of my finger, hit the light switch on the ceiling in here. Did you like chow that down super fast? You were hungry. Let me know if you want another one. The baby is hungry. If him's hungry, him's eats. Just don't get sick. Remember, you're gonna have Braxton's going on, and you're drinking water again, so you should be a-okay. It'll get smooshy really fast. And they're just practice ones. Like he said, she's gonna start having him. She's 9 weeks, 6 days away from having him. And it'll also, Braxton Hicks will also be triggered by eating, by movements, by, like, if you're sitting forward, sitting back, sitting forward, or agitating your uterus. And anyway, it'll do that. I like that Khaleesi's just full on having a heyday right now. Like, and I mean that too. She's got the hay bale and she was dragging it.
Not again.
Yep. Well, you have to remember, one went, now the other one's got to go. And I've got to go buy litter tomorrow. Like, I have to pick up litter on the way home tomorrow. I just changed their litter box, but I will never buy that litter again. First of all, I have found that buying multi-cat litter, and I only have 2 cats. We have Gracie and Rigby. I only have the 2 of them. And every single time they go to the bathroom, it makes the whole RV stink for a few minutes till they bury it, because it takes, well, Gracie buries hers. Rigby does not. So Gracie will get in there, she'll smell it, and she'll start burying his poop, which is why we hear a lot of digging happening, because that's Gracie going in there and like cleaning up his mess. But I need to, we need to get this couch out of here. This couch is like the bane of our existence. We don't use it. So it's literally a useless piece of furniture in here. We want it out because we want the baby swing to go there. For now, we're gonna have the cat tower there until I get him kick. Shift. Yep. That's cool when that happens. So they're gonna have to be like in the kennel thing until we get the wires resecure, like get it redone and tacked along the wall again, but then covered. And there's this covering stuff that I found online that you just take and you, I have like this really thick, heavy duty like sticky tape stuff. So I'm gonna track those all along the wall and stuff so he can't access it at all anymore, like at all. Once that is done, then they'll be out to run without a problem. But him and the wires, oh my gosh, you guys, him and the wires are, this cat has a really bad wire habit, and it's not good. And so we have to get that taken care of. Is she losing her noodle right now? Oh my God, earlier she had her cheeks so full. Like this hamster had her cheeks packed. She's like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? But yeah, so right now the cats are locked underneath the couch. By the way, it's that whole section is them under there. They got their litter box, they got food, they got water, they got a bed, they got 2 of their toys under there, which, by the way, I need to take out of there because Gracie and the dang toy is driving me nuts. But yeah, one of them is going to the bathroom now, so yeah, so I will never buy that multi-cat litter again. First, it was too dang expensive. Secondly, it does not work. It says eliminates odors with multiple cats. No, since we bought that litter, it stinks. It doesn't stink like litter in here. It always, like every time they go to the bathroom, the whole place starts to stink. And then we have to like open everything up. We're like, oh my gosh. And I scoop it literally twice a day. Why, I have a thing and it just sifts it out and it goes into the new tray. Twice a day, and it's still, that stuff is horrible. I will never buy that litter again, ever. I will stick with the stuff I know has always worked for us. I just happened to buy this expensive stuff that was on sale. And I was like, I'll get it this time since I want to see if it works. If it works and it's worth it, I'll buy it. It is not worth it, and I'm not buying it again. Yeah. Right, like stop.
Will break.
Yeah, that reeks. Well, she got to bury it now, and she's meticulous about burying it. So she'll sit there and keep making all kinds of noise until she feels it's fully buried. Once it's buried, the scent goes away because she's done buried it. But Rigby will just climb in there, dig a spot, go to the bathroom, and then walk out of the litter box. And he's done that since he was a baby, by the way. He's never buried his poop, which is why we need to get this cleared up so I can plug in their automatic cat thing, because once they step out of it, it turns on and turns the thing and it cleans it. So even if he doesn't bury it, it will clean it. So it's not lingering there. Because otherwise it'll just sit there. If Gracie doesn't get in there and go to the bathroom, then it'll just sit there and stink up everything. But yeah, Rigby just won't bury he won't bury it, which is really gross, to be quite honest. The baby is super active right now. No, I think he's happy you ate. I think Sim's happy. He was like, yes. That was so cute yesterday with his foot in his face. He kept sticking his own foot in his face yesterday during his ultrasound. I loved that her doctor today was like, it blows my mind what they can do now with these ultrasounds. And he was like, we showed him the picture of Sarah side by side with the baby, and he was like, yeah. she looks like, he looks just like Sarah. So if you guys ever wonder, what's the baby look like? Exactly like Sarah. He's her literal twin. Like, we even thought at first that his lips were more the donor's lips until today, and looking at several pictures and whatnot, he's got Sarah's exact lips. I mean, like, identical. And I tell her all the time, she's got really full lips. And when she was a baby, she had these really, really thick, full lips. And his whole face, like, seeing him on that image, all I can see is Sarah from when she was a newborn. Like, he looks just like Sarah's newborn photos. And it's such a trip. I'm gonna have to put a couple of side-by-sides for you, Sarah, of his face with your newborn face. I have several newborn pictures. I'm gonna take some of your newborn pictures of you and then him, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. He's literally your twin. It's a trip. Like, that blows my mind that he is, like, identical to her. I mean, down to every little, like, even this little weird thing that she has in her eyebrow when she does, like, this, like, when she crunches her, see, I've got it too, so he's got the same, I've got that same thing. It only does it on one side on us. On all of us. We get that one-sided little, you get it too. And he's got it too. Like, when we go like this. Yeah, you do the same thing. You get the little crease here and the little whoop on one side. And he's got the same thing. I was like, oh my gosh. That's crazy. But anywho, I am going to go because I am going to get ready for bed. I have work tomorrow. And it's 7:30. So I think I'm going to finish watching this movie, put number 3 in, finish number 3, and then I'll probably crash out before number 3 finishes. It feels so good after getting a hot shower. I would love it if we had better, well, it's up here. I know I shaved mine and nicked myself. Look how good I got myself too. That's deep. Took a chunk of my skin out. Well, mine is smooth.
I didn't, like, cut myself, but I literally just went over it once.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't give a shit if it's, like, not, like,
perfect.
Just, perfect, but
you need them shaved, yeah. I shaved all the way up on my thighs and everything, and my arms. I have to watch my arms because for some reason recently the metals in razors have been giving me seriously bad rash. Like, only on my underarms. Like, everything else is fine, but my underarms keep rashing up. But I think we're ready to go to bed. I'm ready to go to bed, I should say. I have not taken a nap today, so I'm proud of myself. But we need to rethink our, like, I want to figure out this whole cable situation so we don't, because I don't want to have to get rid of my kitty. Like, he is literally my baby. Like, yeah, Sarah's having a baby, and my grandbaby is definitely important to me. I literally raised Rigby from birth. So he's like my baby, and he adores me. Like, I don't know how he would handle not being around me. So I need to get our wire situation figured out so that I don't have to say bye-bye to my kitty, because I don't want to have to say goodbye to him. Gracie's totally fine here. She's a grounded cat. She can't really get up on things. And at night, they can always be put into their bed at night so that we can actually sleep in here and not worry about the cats getting in where the baby's sleeping or getting up where we're sleeping. And while we're not watching them, we don't have to worry about them getting into any wires. So, and then of course, once this thing is moved down to Havasu, Sarah will be here during the day and be able to have, like, days where she can come to the shop with me if she wants, and then other days where she'll be here at the RV, and the kids will be here and being, tended to. So they'll be a-okay. But, yeah, like, the baby stuff can be easily put away. We have a door back there that we can close so the cats can't get back there. I also went online, Sarah, and that bedroom door, that slider, they have better ones that go all the way to the floor. So we can actually get the slider piece that goes all the way across and latches versus that stupid weird thing. I don't know what that thing is, but it'll slide across and then the cats can't get underneath. So, because we can do that, or we can just open that one big door and put a baby gate that blocks them from climbing under. Because right now there's, like, this big of a gap. In RVs, you have this gap above, like, below the door and above the door that allows circulation. So if we do just that, like, I can take that slider door off because I don't think Sarah's ever going to use it. like ever. The door that goes to that is just what leads you to the bathroom. So it's easier just to open and shut that door. And put a gate right there to keep the cats out of that space when we're not home. And then put anything that's the babies, like we can fold up the playpen that'll be out here and slide the swing back there to keep it out of the way of the cats when we're not here. So, because that's kind of stuff that's super easy to move and then put back up. Like, come on thing, cool it off. Had 2 seizures on Friday, and a grand mal seizure and a daydream. Oh no, I'm sorry, Anj. I hope you're feeling better. I really do hope you're feeling better, because that sucks. Oh yeah, we need to get this, like, well, I don't want to, we need to get this mounted up above the door. I want this up in here. I love this thing. Sarah, I bought this for Sarah to put up above her door in her bedroom when I brought her home from the hospital. This was like a coming home gift that went right above her door when I brought her home. And I've had it ever since. And it is gorgeous. Her whole bedroom, by the way, you guys, Sarah's whole bedroom was Precious Moments themed. So this was the cross that hung above Sarah's bedroom door. So when you entered her room, the cross was right above her bedroom door. And I've had this thing for so long. Oh my gosh, this thing is so old. This thing was made in 1990. And I got this, by the way, I did not buy this like spanking brand new. I actually got this from a thrift store that has like used baby items. So I got this and these really cool wall pieces that were Precious Moments. And they were kneeling like this, and they were praying. And if you pressed if you pressed on it while it was on the wall, either one of them, it said the Lord's Prayer. Like not the Lord's Prayer, which one is it? It's the now I lay me down to sleep. I'm okay, I ain't dead yet. I'm just tired of all the time. Yeah, I feel like I'm always tired. But I think it's mostly because I do 14-hour days, where if I didn't have to drive so much, which by the way, driving is mentally exhausting. I don't know if anybody on here has ever done road trips. So if you even just a 2-hour road trip, you get to the place you're going and you feel like, okay, I'm done. But I drive 2 hours, work for 10. By the time I get my 2 hours home, and then we want to cook and whatnot, so then I'm up until midnight, and then I go to bed, and I'm back up again at 7 a.m. to get out of here before 8, so I can drive and be to work by 10. And so, and then I get work I open the shop at 10, I close the shop at 8, and then after I close the shop, I drive 2 hours to get home, so I get home by 10 o'clock, and then I get my shower, cook some dinner. What do I do? I'm a general manager of my Pops' one store location. I'm in Havasu. And so we have several locations. We have 4 of them. I've worked 2 of them already, but I am the general manager of the location that I'm at. So, and it's just one employee at a time. So I'm there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then what I call my co-manager, because she takes care of the store when I'm not there, but we work together on Sunday, and she works Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So we each do 4 days a week, and then we have 3 days off. So when she's there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm off those days. And then when I'm there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, she has those days off. She's a 2-year-old. So it lets her have the full weekends, she has Thursday and Friday of the week to make appointments, but then she has Friday, Saturday off, which is where all the events and stuff for little ones happen. So that makes it really nice for her to be able to do that. And it'll be nice too, because with me working and then Sarah going ahead and having the baby, when it comes time for events and stuff like that, Sarah will be able to enjoy all those events. I was talking to Pops today, Sarah, and he was when I was telling him about my VA stuff, and I told him what the amount was going to end up being if everything completes. The guy's supposed to call me tomorrow to complete the last paperwork to get my appointment done, and he said that if he gets what he's telling them they want from the VA, my amount will allow me to fully retire. And I told Robin about it, and he goes, "Why you gotta work the shop then? You shouldn't have to work the shop." I said, "I enjoy the job." And he goes, "Well, that's great." He goes, "But you're not gonna have to work." And I'm like, "I'm gonna work still for a while. So, at least geez, until at least this little one is big enough to start doing events. So once he starts having like events and stuff, then I'll probably like continue like coming in and doing like the store orders and stuff for him and full out doing inventory, so that way he can hire 2 other people to take care of the shop after that. But I would love to continue coming out and doing like the store's inventory, keeping shop count, keeping people accountable there. She was. I know she was, but she was doing them. I don't know why she does. She's not getting out of there. It's made for hamsters.
I don't think she understands that.
Yeah, she tries, you guys. She is trying her darndest to chew through that metal. It's not gonna work. It's made strictly for hamsters, because they chew. Yeah, she's trying her dangest to get that cage open. And then she monkey bars around it. She will hold on with her front paws around the top and keep like walking the cage from underneath, hanging from it, all over the place. She's so big.
And in her entire body is like
Pulling back, yeah, she's jerking backwards. She wants to get it open. Yeah. But I think it'll be good once we get her over to the shop. I'd like to get a big aquarium for her at the shop. Yeah, I'm going to take the hamster probably to the shop and set her up at the shop.
deeper thing.
Yeah, she needs something super deep that she cannot reach the top, and then something nice and wide. We have that big old refrigerator, the refrigerator in there, which would be a great spot to put her, and we can keep her in the back, in that back room. She doesn't need to be out in the front. So we can set her back there. So that'll work. This way she's not in the RV, because Rigby would love to eat her if he could. He tries. And the things are, like, the slots are super, super tiny, so he can't get his paw in there. But if he could, he'd have a hold of her in a heartbeat. So, yeah. He would have her in seconds if he could. But, yeah, we want to get her out of the space we have her in. I want her to be where she can have lots more space, because we couldn't put it in an aquarium in here. So we're going to get her over to the shop. That way I have her where we can always see her and I can take care of her. She's got about another good year in her. At least another year in her. With the type of hamster she is, they live roughly 2 years. 9 months to 2 years. And she's already at 10 months old. Like, she just turned 10 months old. So she's got about another year in her. I think because we keep her pretty healthy and we really monitor like what she's eating. We don't overfeed her any kind of sugar treats and stuff like that. So she's pretty well rounded. She gets some good, so we do give her some fruit and then veggies. And veggies are really, really good for them. And then she definitely gets like her hay bale, and she gets lots of grain, which is really good for them. So she has all that. We buy her this amazing like nature salad is what it's called. It's meant for hamsters and gerbils, and so she seems to really enjoy that. She's picky, so we have learned that even after she empties her bowl, do not fill her bowl up for a while. She takes and she stuffs her cheeks, and then she finds a spot at the bottom and she buries it all. Once she starts chewing like on her boredom breakers and stuff, that's when we know she's eaten everything. So when she's started chewing, then we know it's time to fill her bowl back up again, because that means she has diminished her supply. But yeah, usually within like the first 3 days after we fill her bowl up, it's completely empty, and you're like, she didn't eat all that in 3 days, because it's a bowl, like it's a deep, like it's like this deep, and it's a big round bowl about this big. We fill it all the way up with all the different things, because you measure everything out, and then she takes it all and she hides it. Well, she thinks she's hiding it. We can see it through the clear plastic, like, bottom part of the cage. But she doesn't know that. So we can see where she's, like, made her little spot, and she stuffs it all right there. And she thinks she's slick. She's like, it's right here. I'm going to bury it. I know where my food is. Yeah, we know where it's at. She has her one spot where she puts her food. She has her spot that she loves to sleep. And then she has her bathroom corner. So she has picked her spot where she goes to the bathroom. She doesn't just potty everywhere. She only potties in that one corner, which I think is super smart. Like, that's super brilliant of her. Like, I remember Brady would actually use the little litter thing. Like, I bought him a little triangle litter thing. He would go in that to go to the bathroom. I don't know you. I don't know this person, so. Thank you. Like, I have no idea what they're writing. But, yeah, completely different language. Right? But yeah, so we're gonna get off here.
She gave about 2 months after that.
She's trying. Right? So yeah, tomorrow I go to work, and I'm so excited that this is all registered. Pick up my stuff tomorrow, and then we can possibly, if everything works out really good, we can possibly go ahead and take her down that way. So, that was a big drink, girl. Your face got all red.
Sour, like, I mean, it's not like sour, but it's like, it's carbonation.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Anj. I'm sorry. She said, "How's Sarah? What is Taylor up to these days?" Taylor works for the hospital. So he works for the hospital now, and so that's his thing. And he's got a great, like, he's really got a nice apartment. And then Sarah's doing great. Baby's due in 9 weeks. So baby will be here in 9 weeks. I can't believe it. Like, he's due in 9 weeks. That doesn't mean he'll be here in 9 weeks. That he could be here sooner, or he could be here just past that. But that little poof of hair off the side of her one butt cheek kills me. Like, that's so funny. It's her lucky poof butt. But yeah, so little man will be here in 9 weeks. It's so crazy to think that. Like, we're gonna get to hold that beautiful baby. He looks just like Sarah, by the way. He's a spitting image of her. We have some amazing, like that tech that did her photographs, or did that ultrasound. We did a 3D HD ultrasound, and it was stunning. Like, we showed her doctor today the pictures we had done yesterday, and he was just like, it blows my mind every time I get to see these photos of my patients, from my patients, how amazing the technology has gotten, that you can see every little detail of his face. We're pretty sure he's got hair. Like, we're pretty sure from several of the shots, he's got hair. And I think it's not wispy hair, like how I thought it might end up being, like Sarah's hairstyle, like, kind of style. It's not. It's definitely, like, tighter, like, to his head. So I'm thinking he's got, like, really curly hair. Like, it's gonna come out super curly. I know, right? So, I got I ducked down, but I still have space if I sit up. So that's me sitting up. And I can sit up nice and comfortable. I know, you need to get yourself cozy and get to sleep. And I think we need to turn the heater on before we go to bed this time. Because, we got up this morning and it was 42 degrees. It was cold. I know that's probably not cold to other people, but let's just say our afternoons right now have been in the mid to high 80s, which means that we're going to have a hot summer this year. If we're already getting mid 80s in February, it's going to be hot this year. Like, I am not looking forward to this summer, like, at all, because it's going to be hot. I think little man's probably going to be chilling in a diaper most of the time, and maybe even on a diaper pad, just naked as a jaybird for a while, because it's going to get hot here, and I'm not looking forward to it. Like, absolutely not, because it'll be rough, without a doubt. Oh, also, our windows in this thing, we can actually have one of those floor AC units if we wanted. If this thing doesn't take care of how hot it is, because you don't want this thing to be set too cold and expect too much out of it during the hot months. But if it gets to where that's not kicking it hard enough, we just turn on the truck. Like, turn on the RV, start the engine up, make sure she's filled with gas, and then just kick on the AC unit in the truck itself as well, to add to keeping the inside cool. So, by the way, that's a thing you can do with an RV. If the big overhead unit doesn't cool it enough, then you turn on your engine and cool the unit off. Because the cats will be in here during the day when I'm working. So when we're at the RV park, we're gonna have to have some form of air conditioning run in here, which I think is why I might go ahead and get a floor unit in here, a mobile unit in here. As a matter of fact, I think our other one is upstairs, isn't it? Shoot, I'm gonna have to have Robin come out here. Yeah, because remember we let Taylor use it. I think. Oh yeah, because we had to install the wall one, which took us forever to get set up. But we had the window one. We'll just have to buy one. They're not too bad expensive wise. So we'll probably get one of those so that is running while we're at work, so the cats at least. Yeah, we kept telling him, you gotta turn that off, and he overworked it. Yeah, he overworked it. But in here, this thing's a small enough space that it won't work as hard. So it's a small enough space that we can hook that up and keep air flowing in here while the cats are in here while we're at work. The dogs come with us to work, so the dogs will be fine. But the cats will be in here, so that's another thing we have to be like really cautious about, is the cats being in here during the summer. So yeah, that'll be a thing. And if we boondock, we just literally will drive the RV over to the shop during the day, so I can monitor in here the temperature and come out and make sure that it's being maintained while the cats are in it. Damn, that thing is taking forever. That water was super hot though. That's something I'm wondering if the regulator on the water heater is not set correct, because that water gets scalding hot, like way hotter than it's supposed to, which is why the fan is still blowing to cool that whole under space off. Yeah. And then I need to get the screws out of this seat right here. Somebody screwed that down, and you're not supposed to have it screwed down. You got to be able to access the fresh water tank. So I need to look in there, because it'll say on there how much I'm pretty sure it's 50 gallons of fresh water. I think that whole, because that whole seat, that whole thing is all a tank, a holding tank. So, you okay? I think it's 50 from even what the book says, because it's the seat area, and then it drops down into the undercarriage of the RV, because the way it's set. So, yeah. And I know that whole seat section right there is 20 gallons up here, and whatever's underneath in the undercarriage portion that drops down in there is the other side of it. So I think altogether it's supposed to be 50 gallons, which is a lot of water. So if we're gonna boondock, she's gonna be heavy as heck when I drive her full of water. But it'll be fine. And then we learned something really gross about RVing, you guys. If you're gonna boondock, when you drive to the place to empty it out, or like if you're camping, let's say you're camping, right? You want to fill up your black water tank. Not with, you want to empty everything out before you leave, right? So you want to empty it out, flush the line with your gray water. Then you want to go back into the thing, and you want to hook up a water hose in there, and you want to fill up the black water tank. Not completely full, but about a quarter of the way full. Then you want to drop in your cleaning tablets into the toilet, drop them into the tank by flushing the toilet, then unhook everything, seal everything, and then drive. Because you want the cleaning tablets and a quarter of the water tank to just slosh around while you're driving. You want that water to just be tossing all over the place on the inside of the tank, because it cleans your tank. But that's so gross to think about. I was like, that's disgusting. But it's true. It needs to be done so that you can wash your tank. So that's what we will be doing. I'm excited to get this girl on the road. She got super low mileage, and yeah, I'm excited to get her out driving. And going to go pick up the tow bar on Friday from my pop because he was able to get the tow bar from the guy I bought the car from. He's got the tow bar that goes with the package. So we hook that up. The car gets hooked up on the back of this, and we tow her out of here. So yeah, I'm excited about it. So it's all good, guys. It's all good. And anyway, I'm gonna get out here. Sorry, I've said that like 5 times last 10 minutes, but you guys have a great night. Thank you for hanging out with us. I keep watching this side of the screen for your guys' comments. But yeah, you guys are amazing, and we'll keep posting and keep you guys updated. We're officially, as of what the doctor said at her appointment, we're on baby watch, because even though she is 30 weeks and whatnot, we do know that she has hormonal issues with her hormone levels. So he said because of that his biggest concern is just keeping a close eye on her, and just watching for any like big trigger signs that show yes, baby's coming. But as of right now, she's 30 weeks. He said everything looks fantastic. Her blood work was amazing. He said her blood work was perfect. And no gestational diabetes, none of that stuff. She's perfectly healthy. All her numbers, he said, came back beautiful. So that's something you always want to hear. So very, very good. And yeah, so as of right now, like, if this little dude decides to be a Sarah and come when like mama came, he'll be here in 4 weeks. But hopefully he sticks it out until like 36, 37 weeks, because we want him full term. But he's already practiced breathing. Like, you can watch him in his ultrasound practice breathing. He's suckling. He's always sucking on stuff. That's the cutest thing I've seen in all of his videos that we've taken of him so far, is him sucking on his fingers, sucking on the air, like not the air, the amniotic fluid. So he's already got like the sucking and swallowing technique happening. So that's a huge deal, by the way, because that means like when he comes out, he'll be ready to nurse and to suck, swallow, hopefully breathing, right? And we'll see how big he is, because right now we don't know. So if you guys want to leave in the comments below, y'all got to give us your guess. How big do you think he's gonna be? You know, tell us what size do you guys think he's gonna be. I'll give you guys something to go by. So Sarah was 6 weeks early at 6.5 pounds, 21.5 inches long. Okay, so that was her early, because she was born early. The donor was, what do you say, like 913, 914, somewhere around there, because he was almost 10 pounds. Just barely, like almost 10 pounds. And he was like 21 inches long. So, chunky and long. And Sarah was skinny and long. But, you guys gotta guess. Like I said, Sarah was 6 weeks early. She was born at 34 weeks. So, her due date, when Sarah had her due date roll around, Sarah was 10 pounds 11 ounces on her due date when the doctor saw her. And she was 22.25 inches long. So if that gives you any guesstimation of like, those are the baby parent sizes. Not parent, but parent and donor. Donor was almost 10 pounds. Sarah would have been a 10-pound baby if she was full term, but she was early. And he was a full term baby. So healthy full term. Sarah was 2 weeks, I guess you say back then it would have been considered 3 weeks premature, because 37 weeks is full term. Sarah was born at 34. But yeah, you guys, so give your guesses down below. Guess it up. All right, we'll talk to y'all later.